For this Crusader Kings 3 time-lapse, we shattered the world and then set the AI to conquerors with Scourge of God to see what empires or hegemons would form. Let's see what happens. "583 years have passed since the start of our county's only time lapse, and as usual, the AI has gone and done something surprising. They actually formed Rome, and then immediately cleaved it in two. Remember, we have conquerors and Scourge of God turn on so the rulers would expand rapidly, which we definitely saw happen several times. It was wild to watch the AI nearly unite all of Africa. What makes it even crazier is that it was Adara's descendant who went on the massive conquer spree, only for the whole thing to eventually be undone by some Coptic ruler. Speaking of conquerors, it seems that the western half of the empire is ruled by one as well, which is confusing because they're the same emperor who split the empire in the first place. I'm not entirely sure what determines whether the AI takes the decision or not. Might simply be that once the option exists, they'll take it regardless of their situation. In the West, it looks like nearly everyone has become Catholic and someone has taken the decision to mend the schism, meaning there's now effectively only one dominant Christian faith. Most other religions on the map control fewer than 200 counties each. Looking at the empire map mode, some of you might not know that when Rome is formed, several new empires become available, including Africa, not pictured here, Illyria, Macedonia, Anatolia, Orines, and Aegyptus, providing you control the necessary lands. China, meanwhile, seems to have risen and fallen multiple times without expanding very far beyond its core territory. By my count, there were 6 different iterations of the hegemon throughout this time lapse. As for government types running the world, administrative government seems to be the top dog. Celestial government controls much of Southeast Asia and China, while feudal and clan governments remain scattered in regional hotspots around the map. Surprisingly, there weren't any mandala governments dominating the scene, though there were a couple Wanua realms. We also turned off the Mongols spawning in hopes that the AI might form the horde on its own, but unfortunately, we never saw a natural horde emerge, though a few realms came close. So what did we learn from this counties only time lapse? The AI is actually quite good at conquering land and spreading when there isn't much to stand in their way. The problem is that a generation later, everything tends to fall apart. Unless the realm is run by a celestial or administrative government, there just doesn't seem to be much long-term cohesion. It also feels like the AI almost always collapses to factions faster than it should. That makes sense though, because the AI doesn't seem particularly capable of preventing factions growth, and when rebellions do fire, they often get bogged down fighting random enemies instead of focusing on the faction leader. All in all, AI is great at conquering territory, but not great at actually maintaining an empire or hegemon.